name is Johan, and I'm gonna make a video of how to make an easy gun game. First, I'll show you the results. Okay, so this is a quick tutorial of how to make an easy gun game. If you want to see the code, I have a laser rifle, and this is the gun you use to fire the bullets to hit the stupid enemies that look like this. So, I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna first drag this in, drag this in, drag this in, drag this in, and drag this in, and drag this in, drag this in, and drag this in. Okay. So now I'll create a new project. Okay, I'm gonna delete the stupid cat. Die. Okay, first, you create a character using this. First, click paint. And then, make a square. And fill it with whatever color you want. And I suggest green, so it can represent the player. And that's just 10. Outline black. Now you just make an easy square. Then you use this, so you can make it curved. Click this, and then click the corner, click curve. Now it will become this big fat green dude here. Now you go back to this mode and make it like a bit not that fat and not that high, not that fat, and boom, you created your green guy. Now you just have to add glasses for him. Now you turn it into black, whatever. You can use no outline, or if you want outline, it's still gonna be the same. And you pull your mouse from here to here. Boom, there you go. The easy player. I'm gonna name him player. Okay, now say green flag clicked. He's a little too fat, right? Too big. So I'll make him smaller by the side. Probably 50. Okay. I think he still looks too fat. About this way. Too tall. This. Then I think I'll make better glasses for him. Let's see, I'll make his glasses curve. Let's see what. Wow. It looks a little. Oh, whatever. Pointed. Okay, so now that's better. And I'll probably make it smaller and say, pixel. You can do this if you want to, okay? And fat. So you don't have to add this. I'm adding this for fun. Okay, now you do the simple thing. You make him move with your keys. First, you drag drag a forever block onto here. And then grab 4 ifs. Connect them together and put this here. Okay? Then use sensing. And you see key something pressed. You can decide this by yourself, and I'll prefer WASD. Fill it in the block. Then A. X. D. W. Where are you? Here. Okay. So if you go A, then you go change your X position. So you say change X position by negative something like the speed. If I use 100 or 1,000, I can go here. And when I press A, I'll move there. And that's super fast. So I would prefer negative 10 or negative 5. And just do the same thing. Another one is D. It also changes the X. But it's positive, not negative. So you do 10 or whatever you want. So now you can smoothly move around your player. Now you just have to let him move up and down. First, you change Y by X when you press W. And this is positive, so he goes up. And you just duplicate this, or however you want to, and grab it and stick it here. And it's negative. Okay, now you have this player working right here. Okay. Now you can say, let him probably set size to 50 and go to 0, 0, 0 at first. Okay, now he'll spawn in the middle, and as you see, you can control this guy around. And if you already know this, you can skip this part. Okay, now you make the gun. I grabbed this gun from the internet, so you can do that. Okay, look. This is your gun right here, but I made this, for fun. So I'll just make another one. Paint. Costumes. Here. Go here. Let's see. Gun. Probably make yo. Hey, yo, chill. That's a simple gun like this. And then you do this. At last, you connect this. Okay, you connect. Now you can fill it up with whatever color you want. And I'll just go with black. And now make the handle here. It's curved, not this kind, but you can make a circle here. Like this. And you put a white circle inside. Whatever, you can just do this. And now you just go with the code. first, this is a little too big. The gun is literally bigger than the player, so first you make him about 15. Let's see. Oh, that's too small. It's too small. 50. Oh, so. And it'll say costume. What the? Not this. Keep dragging. Okay, so this cross is where the gun is gonna be. So you can choose where you want it to be. I'll put it here. Yeah, so now you can aim at the gun. And then you will say forever. Go to mouse. Go to player. Like this. Forever. Go to player. This. Okay? And then, okay, so now you say, when key space pressed, then oh shoot. But you can choose whatever key you want or whatever. I'll prefer space. And look. You can choose if you want the sound effect. Okay. So now you just, when key space pressed, just start sound view, create clone of your bullet. I'll grab. Let's see. Which sound effect? Oh, eagle. So I want this sound effect. Start sound eagle. Then you create your bullet. I'll just make a square with this. Some outline. Probably 10. I'll make it something like this. Pretty good. Let's see. Now I'll make this curved. It's also curved. Okay, now so boom, we have a bullet right here. I think it's a little too long, so I'll just make it this small. Okay, smaller. Okay, this should be the bullet. I'll prefer 75 about. Yeah, that's bigger than the gun. 45. Okay, that's good enough. And then create clone. Where are you? Create clone of the sprite 1. Nut. Create clone of the bullet, and then you wait so it's not a machine gun. Like about 0.25 or so. Now you test this out. I know it's not working, right? So you have to do this. Look. The bullet, the laser in that game. Look. When I start at the clone, show. When green flag clicked, you have to first hide. Then start as a clone because, you know, this gun cloned him, right? So now you go to the gun. The gun. Then you don't need this. You know. I'll just say, yeah, the directional gun. Yeah, like this. I think it's not working because I'm not creating the clone, the laser. Okay. It looks like it's not shooting from the correct place. So we'll have to move it probably here. Oh my gosh. I should probably move this player a bit. Yeah, probably like that. Now like this, you have your bullet working. So I'll do the same for our bullet that we just created here. I'll just drag this here, you know. I'm too lazy. I don't need this anymore. Now I'll delete this laser. Delete this laser rifle. Okay, so now you can see it's working. But I still forgot something. Now it should be working. Yes, sir. If you want it to be a machine gun, just gotta wait for about 0.01 seconds. Now, and if you want the bullet to move super fast, 100 steps. Now I'll make a backdrop for this. Here, probably make not. I'm going with a field. Probably yellow, but darker yellow. Then to go make it brighter a bit. Probably this. Now we just fill this up. Now you create little circles. That's brighter, 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 brighter. Little circles here, some circles here, some circles here, and some circles here. You can create your own backdrop. I'm just using this backdrop. I'm deleting this. This and lighter. Okay. Man, this is too dark. This. I think this is a little too bright. Actually, about 80. Brightness, about 80. Now it's too dark. 90, 90, 90. Perfect. 91, good. 92, good. 90, good. Okay, so now we have our backdrop right here. Now we just have to create the enemies. Okay, so paint. So you can just copy this and paste. Okay, so I'll just fill it up with red and white. I am fat. Enemy should be smaller. About 30. Too small. 50. Same as player. You add code to your enemy. First you hide. First hide. And then whatever. Create clone of myself. But if you don't do wait, it's just gonna create infinite. Wait, I'm gonna show you this. And then this is not for the project, okay? So let's say when I start. Okay, so this will be crazy. But there's a problem right here because I didn't let it show. Now this is what is happening. So I don't want that. So we use a wait here. This time depends on how hard your game is. So I'll do 1 second. And let's see. When I start as a clone, I'll glide towards the end. The end is about here. When I start as a clone, go to Y, X should be 277 and choose a random Y. Pick random from here. 143 to the really bottom, which is negative 455. And then you glide towards here, okay? Then just censor it by touching the edge, so you have to be careful about this. At first, you should probably spawn about here. I have to delete this. 267, and then choose from random here to negative 450. Then here. Take from 142. Okay, so now we'll spawn randomly here. But I didn't let it show. Always a mistake. Yeah, like those spawn randomly in here. So at first you should probably let it glide towards the end, right? So first let it show and go to the really end, which is here. Glide about 3 seconds. So this is the enemy uses 3 seconds to get to the end, okay? So X is negative 147, and Y should be the Y position he has right now. So like this. Yeah. I think they're spawning a bit too fast. so I can say 2.56. Oh my, 2.5. Let's see. Yeah, they're spawning a bit too slow. 1.85 probably. Okay. Okay, this is good, this is good. And then I'm gonna duplicate this forever. This is sense if the bullets hit the enemy, then it will disappear. So if touching bullet, it will delete this clone. Now it's working. Nothing happens, right? So first you have to make this forever if you're touching the player or you're touching the edge. Or touching edge. Then minus the HP. So we'll have to make a variable called HP. HP and score. Okay, so now you have two sprites, okay? HP and score. So if you're touching the player or touching the edge, then it'll change HP by -1. And when green flag clicked, you should set the HP to however you want, depending on the difficulty. I set it to 5. Then when it touches the minus HP, and then you wait for about 1 second, then it'll delete this clone. So minus HP, you can add a sound effect. No problem. Something like bonk. Okay, bonk. Bonky bonky. Start sound bonk. And then touching bullet, you'll have to where's variable? Score by 1. So at first you also have to set the score to 0. So you can add a win. So like if I'll just use my old one. Where is it? Nah, I'll go save now. Then I'll go to my gum game. See inside. Okay, so this is part of the backdrop. I'll just drag this in, and then drag this in, and now get it. And I could probably name it like Gun Game Tutorial. Oh, yeah, I'll just say gun game. So. And now I should probably make the player costume like, better. Same green. I'll make this swap with light blue. Okay. Swap. I am fat. Okay, I should probably make this gun better. Okay. Okay. So I'll just make it smaller. Do this to it. And I'll call this. Okay, so this is probably the best idea to blue here. Swap with green right here, okay. Okay, now we've made the gun better. Okay. We can, add a few extensions to it. Maybe red. I'm not swapping. Oh gosh. I don't want any line here. Maybe a red line, another red line. Yeah, I'll just copy and paste. Paste here. Paste. Then do this too. This too. Now you know the HP system works. Yeah. Now the score set to 0. I'll just have to make stuff. So it's what is this? You get it. Let's see. This is the you win one, the you lose one. Okay, so you can design this backdrop by yourself, or you could use this backdrop. I'm gonna be sharing this project so you can all play. Okay, these are the backdrops. So when green flag clicked, you go to looks, switch backdrop to backdrop 1, which is this backdrop. Okay. Now you just so, and then when I receive when I receive wounds, you just when I receive when you go switch back up. Okay, so I'll name this win. I'll name this moves. This will be playing background. Playing backdrop. Then when I receive lose, I got to lose. Win. And then you can add a sound effect, like, you know, win. Lose. And I like this game music. Where are you? This one. I don't need it anymore. Okay, so now here are the good stuff, and then I should probably say when green flag clicked. Repeat till whatever place it. And then when I lose, I'll say play sound lose until done. Play sound win until done. Okay. So now we're done with this, but we'll have to make a system. Like when green flag clicked, wherever, if score equals about 20, and score equals 20, variable, score equals 20, then you broadcast the message win. And if in case it doesn't work, you just put this in, and you get this, get the score in here. Okay, so if this happens, then it's gonna broadcast win. Lose, then it's gonna be this, or I'll make this 0 or HP. Okay, so now it should be working. I'm just letting them kill. This works. Oh, I know. I keep broadcasting the message, so it should be stop the script. Then stop the script. When I receive win, wait about, let's see how long the audio is. Win is 2.7 seconds. So when I receive win, wait 2.7 seconds. 2.7 seconds. And then I'll stop the game. And then when I receive, when I receive, hide. And remember, Remember, you have to let your sprite show at first. Then just duplicate these to the gun, the bullet, and I don't know what this is for. Okay, so this should probably okay. So this is the game. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, okay? I'll share this. Yes, I am sure. Then I'll copy this link. Oh, so this is the end of today's video, and bye.